welcome to the ice, your Columbus Blue Jackets!
Now is the moment I waited for. I can't be broken. I settled the score. I will not quit. So stand up, up, up. Stand up, get your hands up. Oh, are you ready to? Are you ready to stand up? Get your hands up. Oh, are you ready to? Stand up.
With head coach Scott Arneal, here's the Time Warner Cable starting lineup for your Columbus Blue Jackets. On defense, number 10, Chris Russell. And number 14, Grant Klitzum. The forwards, number 11, Matt Calvert. And number 18, R.J. Umberger. Starting at center, number 19, Ryan Johansson. And the goaltender, number 1, Steve Mason. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here to perform the Star-Spangled Banner, please welcome Mr. Leo Welsh.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Leo Welsh. Thank you, Leo.
For the Blue Jackets, this looks like a good matchup tonight, and I'm sure the Colorado Avalanche are thinking the very same thing as they come into this game tonight, hoping to ratchet up their scoring. The Blue Jackets hoping to get that first win.
And right off the face-off, as Colorado looks to bring it right to left on the dial, we've got an offside call, so the face-off coming about. Again, just outside of the Jacket blue line with Umberger. You've got Johansson, and as well Calvert to initiate the offense along with Russell and Grant Klitzum. There's O'Brien for Colorado, nudges it just to the Jacket side of center ice. Johansson momentarily had control, trying to bring it back in as Winnick, wide to the far side. Landeskog back to the near point. Here's going to be Ryan O'Byrne, stutter steps with it, back to the near point. Kyle Quincy with a drive, deflected off in front, and it's wide. Back to the right point again. O'Brien doing a nice job, looking for an opportunity to dish it off to O'Reilly. Back eventually to the left point. Quincy dribbles one off in front. Landeskog is going to work it to the fringe, right corner, near point. E again. It's all Colorado in the opening minute here. There's a drifting shot by Kyle Quincy. Allen is blockaded and finally tapped off the right wing boards back to the Av side of center ice.
Good job by O'Brien then to cut that off at the red line and start to get another rush during a line change.
And there's Daniel Winnick with a drive, and it gets away from Mason, and it dribbles away from him to the blocker's side into the white ice area, but he will cover up, holding on.
Tell you what, the Blue Jackets very, very lucky right there. Peter Miller coming in And there was a wide open net there. Had he caught that puck cleanly on his stick, got him on the heel of the stick, kind of handcuffed him a little bit. But again, it was because of cutting a puck off at the red line, walking it right back in, then looking for those new bodies coming off the bench and just streaking as hard as they could right to the net.
Here's Nash inside his own zone, looking for Prospel to advance it out. It comes off the logo at center ice, backing it up is going to be Eric Johnson, looking for former Jacket Jan Heda. Colorado deep inside their own real estate. Give and go through center ice. They try to play it up off that center ice area. Peter Mueller taps it in. Quickly back checking. There is going to be Vinny Prospel. He's de-iced. Down he goes along the wall. It's going to come into the circle to the left of goaltender Mason. But now we've got Colorado trying to regain control at center ice. As we've got Milan Hayduk trying to dish it off. Eventually cleared in by Colorado. No scoring. We played 1:34 in the opening period. Here's Mark Methot now. He's going to reverse to his own blue line. Board side off the left wing. Ice wide feed right side. Play stays on side. No. Jackets offside, attacking left to right.
Well, the Blue Jackets mixing up those lines tonight. To Johansson playing with Umberger and Calvert. So Derek Brassard this evening getting the assignment to go out with Cam Atkinson and Antoine Vermette. David Savard out there paired up with Fedor Tutin. So Scott Arniel kind of just tweaking a little bit here and there, just looking for that combination that's going to work and something he can consistently rely upon.
Here's O'Byrne, tries to advance it to the Jacket line. No further. Joining the play very quickly is Ryan Wilson. He's stepped up at the Jacket line, trying to snipe it around the other way. Is Fedor Tutin again kept in by Ryan O'Byrne. High off the right point, dribbles wide, kicked off in front. Here's Jones, stuffs it back to the left point again. Wilson trying to get it through, plays it right corner. Allen off the kick, played in back. Both teams trying to get the tape on it. Off the goal line to the right of Mason. It's going to be knocked free. Here comes Derek Brassard. Through center ice, center drive. Here's Savard joining the play. He is going to try to drive his way in. Loses control of the puck for a minute. Off in front. Comes to the red dots off in front. Into the slot area, chipped at. Ends up loose back inside the Jacket zone. No scoring. We played 2.5 minutes of the opening period. Now let's say we got Cody McLeod and Dorsett possibly. Mixing it up along the penalty box area. Dorsett with a couple of cross rights immediately up over the top. Now McLeod tries to get that right in himself. Gets the jersey untangled. And there again, a couple of cross rights from Cody McLeod. Now Dorsett's trying to pin him up along the bench area. As McLeod comes right again on Dorsett. Dorsett counters with a counter right himself. That one lands on McLeod. Both with a lot of energy here on the initial fisticuffs of the night. Linesman now sitting there. McLeod wants another piece of Dorsett. Now short left, misses by McLeod. Now they're crossed right over the top by Dorsett. Another one by Dorsett. Now finally tossed down by McLeod. And McLeod will land on top of the Jackets, number 15, Derek Dorsett.
Derek Dorsett did a pretty good job there. Again, he gives up size in this matchup, and he did a fairly good job of getting the shoulder. Couldn't get Cody's helmet off, and that was the biggest problem for him right there. So he never got any real good licks in, but again, trying to establish things on home ice tonight, just 2 minutes and 33 seconds into the opening period of this game.
So we'll see whether there's an instigator or not. Wouldn't think so, but we'll wait and see. Both teams coming to center ice. Nothing on the scoreboard indicate that, as we've got 2 minutes and 33 seconds gone here in this opening period. Face off to the right of Lemoff in goal for the Colorado Avalanche, coming across in a huge trade in the offseason with the Washington Capitals. Colorado giving up their number 1 pick this upcoming season. He played well in Boston. There's no doubt about that. Here's Jones. That's up his own blue line. Puck is still loose now. Umberger tries to bring it back in. Again, counter-attacking. He's drifted up. Deep in the back check. Jay McClellan now. He's ripped up along the wall as well. Here's Kyle Quincy. Nice puck-moving defenseman through center ice. Gagliardi gives it away. Matt Calvert right back in again. Top left circle. Fires a shot from 35 feet. And again, the save will be made by Bart Lemoff in goal for the Colorado Avalanche.
And right there, you saw the speed that the Colorado Avalanche operates with. Now, where you can help to counter that a little bit is if they make a little mistake, and that's exactly what they did on this last play. They turned that puck over just outside of the blue line. Matt Calvert coming in there, taking that shot on Varlamov, hoping to get a rebound. It was R.J. Umberger just driving right down the slot looking for the rebound, but the goaltender just taking that one right in the chest, rolling on top of it, making sure that there was no rebound to be found.
From the face-off, here's Fedor Tutin. Left point, tries to hand it off to the Jackets down. Atkinson off in front, tries to play to the front of the net. That one is redirected all the way back to the right point. Here's Savard now. As the play is being whistled down, And we've got the stoppage in play. No scoring at the 3:08 mark of this opening period. Shots on goal, 2-1 in favor of Columbus over Colorado.
Great job by Cam Atkinson. A great feed to the front of the net. Antoine Vermette right there redirecting. But again, Varlamov up to the challenge and making that stop. And then I think when they threw that puck high around the glass there, it got up and touched the netting. So the face-off back out to the neutral zone.
Varlamov looks off that left shoulder. Puck is loosing off the end boards. Jones tries to angle it out. Finally, Riley through center ice with a little peek pass off that left wing. Gabriel Landeskog tries to hustle for. He's a significant-looking prospect, number 2 in the draft, down off that right side. Drop door pass, there's a drive. This one off the stick of Ryan O'Byrne. It's missiled wide on the blocker's side of goaltender Steve Mason.
Fortunately for Mason, to hit the end boards and then came back and hit the back of the net. If it pops back out in front, that could have been big trouble.
Here Savard now, back the other way. Drops it back, looking for Vermette. Tries to dribble it off in front. Varlamov looks off that right blocker's side to the near point. Nash tries to get it through. This one is going to knuckle outside of the Colorado line. The Avalanche trying to regroup in a 0-0 hockey game. O'Reilly back for Wilson again. Through center ice, Ryan O'Byrne tries to play it in wide, just off that blocker's side of Mason. Jackets regrouping along the trapezoid, attacking from our left. In their Union Blues, red and white trim, through center ice to Vinny Prospel, who's got a couple of goals and an assist in 3 games. Here's Carter with 3 assists so far. Wires one wide. Carter leads the entire National Hockey League in shots on goal with 13. He is not going to be cheated out there, Bob, as far as scoring attempts are concerned.
13 shots on goal like that one. It won't count as a shot on goal, but he'll shoot that thing from anywhere, anytime.
Keeps everybody on guard. Here is going to be Prospel in the corner. Varlamov looks off that glove side. Puck is going to dribble free. Here's Matt Duchesne. Youngest player ever in Avalanche history to lead his team in scoring. Even Joe Sakic didn't do that. Offside will be the call against the Jackets, attacking left to right for a stoppage in play.
Well, the Blue Jackets are going to start a home-and-home series with the Dallas Stars on Saturday night in Dallas, and then the Stars will be here on Tuesday, October 25th, or Tuesday, October the 18th, and then on Tuesday, October 25th, the Detroit Red Wings are going to be here. Both of those games start at 7 o'clock. You can get tickets for both at BlueJackets.com.
Wide off the right wing and in. Here's Russell, stick handles. He was going to backdoor it, then ends up playing it along the dasher. Power play going to the Jackets momentarily. And Shane O'Brien is going to tag up the puck, but the Jackets going on the AEP power play. First power play of the hockey game.
Right, and turning around with a question to the referees, Kyle Quincy, as far as, what am I going to the penalty box for?
Minor for boarding.
And it's going to be a boarding minor. Chris Russell, give him credit for jumping up in the play there. He wants to be a lot more offensively minded. Gets up there, isn't able to make a play with the puck, but because he goes down after taking the hit, able to put the Jackets on the man advantage.
Face-off coming to the right of the Avalanche goal. Jackets still looking for their first power play. Avalanche have not given up a power play goal so far. A perfect 100% in the first 2 games of the season.
Well, so by the numbers, it doesn't look good for the Blue Jackets. They haven't scored one. Colorado hasn't given one up. Usually that's about the time the numbers go out the window.
Snaking his way through center ice is Broussard. Tries to hand it off, and that one is cut off. Colorado on the PK will dump it all the way back down to the right of goaltender Mason. No scoring. 5:12 gone in the opening period. Here again, up off that right side wall. There's Savard. He'll help nudge it in. Varlamov looks off that left side as the puck is drilled all the way back down again behind goaltender Steve Mason along the trapezoid.
Colorado Avalanche lucky they're not down 2 men right there. Derek Broussard tripped up at the blue line, but there was no call on that one.
Quick up, Nash takes it, then gives it away, nobody there. Landeskog steps in, the highest drafted player ever in Avalanche history. Looks to load up and then cannot get the release point. Back through center drives, through center ice, here's Nash. On the high red rings, tries to get the shot, there's your shot. Varlamov will make the save as Prospel gets that initial shot away. Here Prospel again, stepping in, Carter with a shot, wires it wide. He gave it a rip and a release, but it's wide. Trying to get the puck out, Jay McClement riding the offensive line. Here's going to be Grant Klitzum. He's curbside off that right wing, down low. Finally now trying to take control is Jan Hayda. Getting some help from McClement, who cannot jar it out. There's Klitzum with a drive. That one blockaded off in front by Jan Hayda. We saw a lot of that when he was in Columbus again. Landeskog doesn't get it out again. Here's going to be Carter from about 45 feet. Middle point, there's a drive, gets away as the rebound comes out again. It's going to be Landeskog who cannot get it out. It's all Columbus here now, looking for the first goal of the game on the AEP power play. All the way back, 30 feet away, Klitzum with a shot, rebound comes glove side. And again, the Jackets can't get the lumber on it. Eric Johnson is going to stuff it all the way back down to the glove side of goaltender Steve Mason. No scoring on the power play, 5 seconds left in it.
Good pressure by the Blue Jackets, but Varlamov, the better player, as he came up with a couple of big stops.
Varlamov looks off the blocker's side as we've got an icing call on the play. 2 shots on that power play, and the faceoff coming the other way. 13:05 left here in the opening period. No scoring between the Jackets and the Avalanche.
You can pick the games you want and save with the Blue Jackets 6-game flex pack starting as low as $99. Get the best seats for Detroit, Buffalo, Boston, and more. Get your 6-game flex pack now at 1-800-NHL-COLS or at BlueJackets.com.
Drop of the puck. He is to the left of goaltender Steve Mason, won by Vermette. 16th in the league on faceoffs and adds to that right now. Success rate of 60%. Jackets regroup. Important to win the draws, Bob.
Oh, you've got to win them. That's the only way you can do anything with a puck is if you have it on your stick.
Trying to navigate in is Umberger. Offside call against the Jackets. We've got a stoppage in play. 12:49 left in the opening period. No scoring.
He gets it back straight away. Petrie could not get a shot away, then does, off the chest perhaps, and the backhand try hit the post. They hit the post right in front.
He loses his stick on that one, Pecorine, and it hits the stick.
Henrik Zetterberg lets the shot go. Habibulin the save. Another chance. Oh, what a save by Nikolai Habibulin from his back.
Subban beating it down low. Campbell there. He's shooting, deflected. Oh, and a save by Rollinson. Knocked the puck out of the air.
And the Leafs on the attack again. Here's MacArthur. Motion man. Oh, what a save by Thomas. Oh, that is the most spectacular one of the night.
Into Richards. Ribeiro. Oh! Unbelievable save by Conklin. He came across and just robbed the Dallas player. Holy jumping. That is the best save of the year.
BlueJackets.com/ticket exchange. Here I come.
Careful on those heels.
Your home of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Sports Radio 97.1 The Fan.
Oh, I heard it all before. Shut down, knocked at my door. I'm a loser and the user, so it's only no accuser to try and slag me down because I know you're right. So go do what
Traffic and, for a goaltender, that's what it's all about. The Blue Jackets, I'm sure to an extent, squeezing the sticks a little bit when it comes to the power play. Now it's gone 0 for 17, and I know they're putting a lot of pressure on themselves.
Here is going to be Radek Martinic in the corner to the right of Mason. Both teams try to pry it free. Matt Duchesne tries to work it in shallow left circle, has it ripped away. Martinic, stick handles now, tries to launch it back to mid-ice. Outside of the Avs line, recontrolling there is going to be O'Brien, hands it wide off that left side for Kyle Quincy. Board side, up the near lane, he'll dish it in. Trying to bring it in. Here's Milan Hayduk, 11 20-plus goal seasons. Tries to feed it in front. Duchesne up over the crossbar. With an attempt there, dribbled off again by Duchesne. Knocked in back by Carter. Jackets cannot get it out. Nash double backs inside his own zone. Lays it along the kick plate. I think Martinic tries to get it out. Quincy will keep it in. Down low, right corner. Offensively, table pass right off in front. And there was an attempted shot there. Nice stop there. As trying to bring it back in again is going to be for the Colorado Avalanche, Kobasu, but he's denied on that attempt. Kobasu with a great scoring opportunity as the puck is sent all the way back down again, deep inside the Colorado zone.
Kobasu right down the pipe. Good hard shot. Steve Mason, great reaction. Able to make that save. That's his biggest save so far in the early part of this game.
That's going to be, I would think, Bob, a confidence boost for Steve Mason.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It'll be a confidence boost for him. I know it would be a bigger one. The Blue Jackets would get on the board first.
Yeah, no kidding. There's Wilson trying to seam one off in front, cut off by Johansson. Chip and chase down that left wing. Here's going to be Umberger. He's wallpapered up. He gets the worst of that. And let's say we've got Wilson now as he bounces back up again for Colorado. And we'll see what, if anything, is going to happen. Umberger looked to get up and then went right back to the ice.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's obviously been a lot of talk about the hits in the National Hockey League, and You know, they say that some guys are now turning their backs so that they can draw calls.
For Colorado, commence for boarding.
But I'll tell you this, R.J. Umberger had his face to the glass the entire time, and that was just Ryan Wilson following that up, and that's a check that they're just not going to allow anymore in this league without some kind of a call.
Once the numbers are shown, that seems to be the judgment line for the officials.
And I feel bad for the guys that get penalized when somebody turns at the absolute last second. But that wasn't the case on that hit. RJ was standing that way the entire time. So, you know, that's just a bad decision by Ryan Wilson as he winds up in the penalty box.
The game's so fast. Tough to make those split-second decisions all the time. AEP power play going to work for the second time tonight. On the edge of the play, near point. Riding the offensive line, there's Tootin, backdoor pass, there's a drive wired wide on the glove side and ends up all the way kicking off the end boards, deep back inside. The Jacket zone, better Tootin, recontrols now. He'll send it up right side, through center ice here's going to be Derek Brassard. He'll go east to west, hands it back for Savard again. He's going to nudge it in and around the dasher, far corner. Varlamov looks off that right shoulder, that's where the puck is. Winnick tries to gather up, doesn't do so. Puck is going to trickle off in front. Ends up being sent back to mid-ice, just on the Jacket side of center ice.
Great work by Cam Atkinson to dig that puck out of the far corner and get them a chance.
Jackets in the power play again. Here's Vermette, 40 feet away, 35 feet away, down low, right corner. Trying to feed it off in front is Cam Atkinson. He's got a goal so far here in game number 3. Trying to get a second here in game 4. Given away, Kyle Quincy along the checkered red line, down that left wing, plays it in off that right corner of goaltender Mason. No scoring, 10:05 gone, or left in the period rather. We have 55 seconds left on the AEP power play. Here's Carter, tries to wire it in and around. Gagliardi tries to get it. The puck does come loose. Back to the center ice area, controlling his Klitzum. He looks for Russell. The outlet feed, stretch pass there, cut off by the Avalanche. Again, we've got Carter doubling back through center ice. 0-0 on the board. Jackets in the power play. Backdoor pass. Crossbow looking for Russell. Incomplete. It goes and all the way back deep inside the Jacket zone.
Just a good play by TJ Gagliardi, though, that time. He knew they were going to try to drop it off the backhand to the blue line. Just cut in behind the unsuspecting Blue Jacket.
Stepping back in again. Tight angle shot. Save made. Where is it? Varlamov looks for it. It's off that stick side. It's down loose again. Here's Nash. He tries to set the table again. Back to the near point. D-to-D. Klitz with a drive. That one blocked by O'Byrne. And we've got Colorado trying to get it out, and they do. As the veteran Jay McClement is going to toss it all the way back down again. One shot on that second power play for the Jackets.
How about Gabriel Landeskog? You talk about having some confidence in this young man. They not only had him out on the penalty kill, but against Rick Nash and Jeff Carter.
It rolls to the front, misplayed, it's short, hop wide. In back of the net, Paulson down. Landeskog, Bob, only the second European in the Ontario Hockey League to ever be named the team captain. That speaks humongous about his character.
Oh, there's no question about it. And, you know, obviously his play has already won him some favor with his head coach, Joe Sacco.
No question. There's going to be Mark Mathot. He wires it wide to the right of the goaltender, Semyon Varlamov, in goal for the Colorado Avalanche. Through center ice. Here's Stastny now. He'll go solo. He's going to backhand it wide, stick side on Mason. Now trying to feed it off in front again. That one cut off. As we've got Colorado trying to hustle for. Working hard. Is going to be a shot by Jones eventually. As that one is not going to get by goaltender Mason. Echoes all the way to center ice. We've got O'Brien regrouping for Colorado.
You see the Colorado Avalanche taking those defensemen, pulling them down into the play, though. And that's why O'Brien wasn't back there to cover the far point and get to the puck. He had come in toward the top of the circles. They're trying to get as much pressure as they can on Steve Mason.
Here's Milan Hayduk. Through center ice for Matt Duchesne. Intercepting that one is Fedor Tootin. Jackets now in a 0-0 hockey game. Counter-attack. Left side and in. Here's the youngster Ryan Johansson. Stutter steps. Lays it down low left corner. Matt Calvert. Now we've got Umberger along the trapezoid. Looks one way. Lays it off in front. Picked up by Kyle Quincy. And Quincy is going to thread it all the way back down off that right shoulder of Steve Mason. 7.5 minutes left. An icing call in this opening period. No scoring, Colorado and Columbus.
Well, the funny thing is, Quincy was directing traffic as the Blue Jackets were coming down the ice. Ryan Johansson had the puck. The other guy's Matt Calvert, and all Quincy was doing was pointing to the other wing and saying, hey, R.J. Umberger, somebody make sure you have him. Well, you look at that, you've got a couple of rookies going up against a veteran player as solid as R.J. Umberger. That's the guy you got to make sure is covered. That's a good job of directing traffic.
Here's Klitzum with a drive, where Lemov is going to kick out on the half butterfly to make that save. Puck comes to center ice. Trying to bring it back in again. Here's going to be Atkinson. Cannot get to it. In off the right point. Klitzum tries to do the job. This one intercepted. Back the other way. Here comes Jay McClement. Tries to navigate in off that left wing. It's down low. He's nudged off the puck. Gagliardi tries to step in. Back to the near point. Loading up. Wilson with a drive. That one gets to the net and beyond. It's just off the mark. Trying to feed it off in front. Ryan O'Byrne. They score. This one is loose off in front. And it's going to be Jay McClement. He's in the mix as that wrister off that right wing by Ryan O'Byrne is going to get to the front of the net. Finally chopped at. We'll see what the official call is. But Gagliardi's there as well. And we've got the Avalanche up 1-0.
Well, if it's TJ Gagliardi, don't be surprised. He seems to have that knack of a scoring touch against the Blue Jackets. But that's just a massive humanity standing in front of Steve Mason. They work the puck up the far wall. They throw it into a crowd. It bounces around, and indeed it's Gagliardi that found it, and he shot it in there. It looked like Mason had made the stop. Then all of a sudden, that puck winds up trickling through, getting underneath Steve Mason. Actually didn't get underneath him. It bounced up and looked like it kind of went over the stick there on the arm. So that's how it winds up in the net. Yep, off the stick and in the net. And the Colorado Avalanche do have the 1-0 lead.
Gagliardi with the goal. His first of the season, almost like the other night against Vancouver, one of those squeeze through types of goals.
Yeah, but, you know, Gagliardi's not out there. He's just trying to shoot it. Just put it into that mess and hope something good comes out of it, and that's exactly what happened, and here comes a 3-on-2 rush.
Right back the other way, Eric Johnson, and we've got an offside call against Colorado. As inside on the play is O'Reilly. It is 1-0. The Avalanche over the Jackets. 6:24 left here in the opening period from Columbus. We'll be right back at you. This is the Wheeling Island Hotel Casino Blue Jackets Radio Network.
All right, let's do a little spin to win. One lucky section with an opportunity to score some cool prizes, compliments of the Pepsi Power Patrol. We're going to spin the big wheel right now, but if you want it to start spinning, you got to make a little noise. So scream real loud. The one who's the loudest going to get them prizes. Let's take a look up at the video board. Spin it, boys. Oh, you can be louder than that. Oh, looks like we got a little back. It's 225 way up there. Congratulations. And there they are, the Pepsi Power Patrol. Congrats, guys. You win. Spin to win.
Ready to rock?
Came in last night about 10:30. Woman of mine wouldn't let me in. Sitting, moving on over. Rocking on over, move over, little dog, cause a big old dog's moving in. She told me not to mess around. I done let the deal go down, moving on over, sliding on over, move over, nice dog, cause of me no dog's moving in. She changed the locks on my back door.
Games tonight, neither have started. Vancouver and Philadelphia, Boston and Carolina coming up between periods 1 and 2. Bob McKelligan will talk to former Jacket Jan Hayda. 1-0 Colorado. Back to George Matthews and Bob McKelligan.
And that goal has not been officially announced yet. Gagliardi was in the mix down low. We'll wait for the official announcement here at Nationwide. 6:24 left in the opening period. 1-0 Colorado. That's all that matters. Shots on goal, 8-3. In favor of Columbus. They've had a couple of power play opportunities. Not hitting pay dirt yet. Face off outside of the Jacket line. The big unit with Carter along with Nash.
The Colorado goal is his first goal of the season, scored by number 39, TJ Gagliardi. The assist to number 3, Ryan O'Byrne, and to number 44, Ryan Wilson. Time of the goal, 13:06.
You're up to date right there. 1-0 Colorado. Trying to feed the puck in again. Here's Chuck Kobasu. Round it goes. Mason's lost the stick. He's going to resurface, looking to feed it off in front. Kobasu, that pass is picked up. Nashton, left to right down that right side wing and in. Tries to draw attention. He's knocked down. The puck is squeezed free. Here's going to be Kobasu wide, looking for Stastny. Backdoor pass to Johnson, wide left side and in. There's going to be an attempt by Jones. He left it go. Almost caught Mason cheating off that short glove side post as the rebound again remains in control of Colorado.
And he's shorter. Steve Mason wouldn't have been able to get that leg stretched out and stop there.
Tipped off in front and onto the deflection. It's on a play off the end zone netting. 5:30 left here in the opening period. The Avs over the Jackets 1-0.
Rick Nash came barreling down that right wing side, got stood up in the right wing circle. And the guy that did it, Jan Heda, just like a day of practice the last couple of years. He stood him up, lost his stick, and Heda, who I know used to like to kick the soccer ball around before the games, just kicked that puck ahead. Got it right to where he wanted it to go.
Off the faceoff. It's tapped aside by Mason in back of the goal. Jackets stretch pass right side for Dorsett. That pass incomplete. Ends up going into the corner. Lumoff looks off that right shoulder, but icing the call against the Jackets, and the faceoff will come back down. Glove side on Mason.
Nationwide Insurance, the official insurance provider of the Columbus Blue.
Paulson, he's out there with Derek McKenzie and Dorsett. Here's Dorsett on the off wing. It's ripped away from him. Puck off the logo at center ice. Trying to flip it back in again. Job done. And it'll be fired in by Peter Mueller. 54-point rookie season in Phoenix. A few seasons ago, big expectations for Peter Mueller. He's suffered some injuries, some concussion situations, but if this guy is healthy, he's a player. As Mafut, outlet feed. Rink wide right side for Dorsett on that ice wide from Paulson. With the play whistle down, we've got 4:45 left in the opening period. The Avs over the Jackets 1-0 from Columbus. This is the Wheeling Island Hotel Casino Blue Jackets Radio Network. As well, Wilson at the 13:06 mark. That's where we're at right now with the face-off at center ice. Jackets will try to punch one through center ice. They'll toss it in. Trying to get the puck cleared out. Here's going to be Jay McClement. Plays it all the way back down again. Russell along the trapezoid in back. Hands it off. Nobody home there to receive the pass. It's still loose off the kick plate. Pinching in right side. Is going to be O'Brien near point. Snapshot off the blue line from about 55 feet. Directed by Mason into the corner to his left off the goal stick. Here's Vermette now. Again, tries to pin it up. Both teams trying to dig it free. Grant Clipson comes off the backboards with it, then has to turn in back again. Looking for Russell in a 1-0 Colorado lead. This one air launched all the way to center ice and beyond. As O'Brien now is pushed off the puck by Broussard in that far left corner. Here again is Broussard trying to bring the puck in back of the goal is Ryan Johansson. He's tripped up. Play will continue on. Broussard is parked off in front. There's a shot. Save made. Getting it away. Rebound comes loose stick side. Finally, we've got Gagliardi. He will punch it all the way back off the right wing boards, back inside the Jacket zone. As that one had potential.
Varlamov looking good again so far here tonight. You know, as we get a whistle, we've got a holding call coming here. But he joined some pretty elite company when he got that shutout against Boston on Monday. Became the first Avalanche goaltender to put up a 1-0 shutout on the road.
Colorado 17, some minor holding.
Since a guy named Patrick Waugh did it back in February of 2003 at Detroit. So for both of them, Waugh did it at Detroit, pretty good opponent. Varlamov does it against the defending Stanley Cup champions.
Varlamov looked very good against Boston on Monday afternoon. He had some big-time numbers last year, I'll tell you that. His goals against and save percentage were top 6 in both categories. Very athletic, very quick goaltender. Very lateral from post to post, very athletic. They're taking a gamble, and he's a big-time opportunity here for him in Colorado. Through center ice. Here's Daniel Winnick. Has the offensive line, short-handed. McClement steps in. That one blocked aside by Mason. Here's Russell. Tries to advance it out off that left wing. Prosper has the line, the offensive line. Tries to go across the ice with it. It's cut off by Colorado again. Jackets regroup to our left. Here comes Nash. Through center ice now. Drops it back for Carter. He's got the offensive line, middle point. Tries to hand it off. Again, nobody there. Chopped that. And we've got the Avalanche off the stick of Gagliardi. He'll scoop it all the way back down again. 1:05 left on the AEP power play.
That's good hustle by Gagliardi. Just goes to the far wall. Takes one hand to brush off Jeff Carter. The other hand, one hand stick swinging to knock that puck all the way out of the zone.
Gabriel Landeskog out on the PK for Colorado and works hard to try to keep the puck in, but now comes Broussard through center ice. He's going to drift it in on a 1-0 Avalanche lead. Blue Jackets in the power play for 40 seconds. Puck is turned over. Avalanche again having success off the stick of Jay McClement. They're just going to punch it back in off that right shoulder of Mason. Savard regathers back up again. Left to right. Here we go. Ice wide feed off the right wing boards for Broussard. Looking for Tootin. Tootin again now. He's on the rim of the play. Backdoor pass for Savard. There's a drive. Rebound. No. Holding on. Now we've got a bit of a dust up off in front. Varlamov is going to seal it up and hold on. But now again we've got a gathering. Vermette's in there. The Jackets continue to be frustrated on the man advantage. Trying to create some traffic off in front. But this one doesn't get by, and as a result, it still is 1-0 in favor of Colorado.
And it was R.J. Umberger and Shane O'Brien that got into a pushing and shoving match after the shot by Savard comes in, and it hit Varlamov high, just under the shoulder, but he's able to stay with it, and then O'Brien with one extra hit on R.J. Umberger, and R.J. took plenty of exception to that. And, you know, for the Blue Jackets, not having a power play goal is one thing, but that last power play, a lot of pressure, didn't get one, okay. But this where you're chasing the puck all the way back into your own end all the time, that's the one that's really frustrating.
Backdoor pass, here's Broussard along the mid-wall right side for Umberger. He drags it high to the right point, then will roll it back down along the goal line, right corner. Broussard tries to fish it free, it comes back to the blue line. And off of the slot, there's Vermette, back to Tootin. There's a shot, dribbles off in front, kick save. This one down on the blocker's side. Semyon Varlamov is going to make the save, holding on an opportunity there by, again, the Blue Jackets.
Derek Brassard buzzing around right in front of the net, but Varlamov, fantastic save. The second one was better than the first as the puck gets put all the way back to the blue line. Fedor Tootin able to set it up and shoot it in. There was a rebound off the pad of Varlamov with Brassard right there, but he stays very calm, kept that right pad flush to the ice, and just stretched it out and forces Derek Brassard to try to lift that puck. The problem for Brassard was he was too close to the goaltender to be able to get any air underneath it. Varlamov knew that. He read it well, stops the second one, and then rolls over on the puck.
Varlamov looks off that blocker's side. It's rattled around off that right point. Martinek eventually gets the puck, but it's on his stick outside of the Colorado blue line. Now resets the play, goes wide far side for Mathot. Drifted in wide. Hustling for it. It's going to be Hayda. He is pinballed into the corner. 1 minute left here in the opening period. 1-0 Colorado. Finally, they'll blow the play down with the face-off coming about as a result. In between 1 and 2, Robert, what do we have?
Well, I had a chance earlier today to catch up with former Blue Jacket Jan Hayda, who's now a member of the Colorado Avalanche. So we'll talk about what went into his decision over the summer and how he looks at this Colorado Avalanche team and what he thinks this team is going to be able to achieve in between the first and second period.
Shots on goal, 11-6 in favor of Columbus. Jackets with 3 man-power advantages in this opening period. They had 3 the other night against Vancouver. in period one. Out shooting the Canucks 11-2, but now we've got interference, high sticking. Let's see what we're going to have as the assessed call or calls.
Number 15, Columbus, committed interference.
2 minutes for interference on Derek Dorsett. And the Blue Jackets going to give up a power play for the first time in this game, and they do so in the final minute of the period.
So the Jackets penalty kill. 63.6, giving up 4 power play goals and 11 opportunities. The Avalanche still looking for their first manpower advantage goal this season as well. Put Detroit in that list as well. There's a number of teams looking for a power play goal. It's loose in back, Eric Johnson. He fires it towards the goal, kicked aside. And the Jackets end up with the puck eventually, and we'll play it all the way back down again. Here's Derek McKenzie. Charges hard for control. The puck is cleared back out again. Matt Duchesne doesn't get to it. It's launched and error lifted in. Knocked down again. Peter Mueller, middle drive through center ice along the red line. Plays it in wide, glove side on Mason. Medic Martinic tries to tie up his man. Trying to relay it around his Plitzup. Trying to cut it off is Colorado. They'll work the rim of the play. Off the mid-wall right side. Here's Duchesne, steps in, Stutter steps and loses control before it's rolled back outside of the Jacket line. Where again now Kyle Quincy off the logo, drills it in off the right shoulder of Mason as the siren goes to end the opening period. Jackets out cheating Colorado 11-7. That are outscored on the scoreboard 1-0, Robert.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a nice play by Grant Klitzum there as Matt Duchesne tried to slip that puck right around him, kind of do the little toe drag around Grant Klitzum. He stayed with it, knocked it outside the blue line, and that is what killed off the remainder of the period. But just one goal in this game, the first one of the year from TJ Gagliardi. Ryan O'Byrne and Ryan Wilson assisting on it.
Chris, you guys had 3 power plays there in the first period. Got some looks. Got some
now let's go to the
pressure.
dressing room where Mark
Also,
Wyand's standing by with a special guest.
Hard time getting set up. Your thoughts on those first 3 power plays?
Yeah, there's times where we look good. We make quick decisions with the puck. We got shots in net. We got guys going in that, and that's when they're gonna have trouble. The other times I thought we get a little too cute, trying to make something that wasn't there. Just got to get back to being simple, getting pucks up top, and getting the pucks to the net.
Defensively, it looks like you guys are able to handle their speed so far here in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job. Obviously, we'd like that goal back. It was a battle. We got a win there in front of the net. Mason's played well, made some big saves, but I thought we've done a good job with their speed. It starts with our forecheck. Our forwards have been doing a good job to limit their speed.
All right, good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Al.
All right, that's Blue Jacket.
Now, welcome back to the ice, your Columbus Blue Jackets.
Now is the moment I waited for. I can't be broken. I settle the score. I will not quit. So
with Bob McElligott, game host Mark Wyatt here at Nationwide. Here's our game host Mark Wyatt with assistant coach Brad Berry.
Okay, Brad, I'm sure you guys would like to see some more consistent pressure out of the guys here throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, it starts here in the second period with this kill. We need to kill it off and build momentum and get back to 5-on-5. We got to get pucks behind their D. We got to get pressure. We got to get guys in front of the net. We got to get some shots.
All right, good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks.
All right, that's assistant coach Brad Berry. George, back up to you.
And the puck is down, play underway for the second period. Jackets in their Union Blues. Red and white defending to our right on the penalty kill. For minute and 11 to open up this second period with the Avalanche, their first power play, and they are leading 1-0. Peter Mueller wide, far side, trying to sweep in. Is going to be Jones. We've got the offside call against Colorado, and the first whistle of this second period.
And the Colorado Avalanche will try to get it together. A little bit anxious coming over that blue line. Penalty kill being brought to you by Ortho. Defend what's yours.
Colorado still looking for their first power play. The Jackets have given up 4 power play goals in 11 opportunities. Leading into this one right now. Mueller spreads it around. Eric Johnson. Big defenseman. #1 pick in his draft year. Middle drive through center ice now. Still has it on the forehand. Launches it in on that glove side of goaltender Steve Mason. David Jones looking for Matt Duchesne. Eventually in the fringe of the play. Here's going to be Stastny. Hands it back again to Duchesne. To the far left point. Center point now for Johnson, who's got a big-time shot there if they can set the table up for him. And on the fringe of the play, we've got Peter Mueller, wide right side. Middle point, eventually, top of the right point again for Eric Johnson. On the fringe is Duchesne. No look feed back to the left point. Mueller looks to hustle for it. From 60 feet, we'll give it away to Derek McKenzie. Finally, Paulson now. Where's he going to go with it? He's going to kill off some valuable seconds. This one launched all the way down. No shots on the Colorado man advantage. We're back to 5-on-5.
Good job by the Blue Jackets on that penalty kill. Now here they come with an aggressive forecheck.
And we've just tabulated that one shot on that Avalanche power play. As through center ice now. Kobasu doesn't come up with it. Antoine Vermette through a crowd. Puck rolls away and off of his stick. Milan Hayduk, what a sniper he has been in his career. In off the left side. Here's O'Reilly. Doesn't do anything with the puck. Jackets in to our right. We'll bring it up off that left side through center ice. Boards wide, feet off the right wing for Antoine Vermette. Steps in, fires it. This one, oh boys, I'll tell you what, juggling it. Shot there. This one doesn't get by the goaltender, Semyon Varlamov. But I'll tell you what, Bob, you talked about his puck control in the opening period. That's the first time we saw a juggling net.
Yeah, that one got away from him, and unfortunately, R.J. Umberger couldn't find the net.
Trying to drive to the net as O'Brien. Back the other way, down low along the goal line. Stick side of Mason. Can't do anything with it. Outlet feed up through center ice to R.J. Umberger. He's basically solo, and he's now going to rip it in and around. Glove to blocker side. It does come loose in back of the net. Here's Vinny Prospal. 3 points in the season, 2 goals and an assist. He's been solid here in the first 3 games. Doesn't control the puck now. It's given up. There's a shot by Nash. Save made. Scores! Rick Nash. Third kick at the can. And the Jackets are on the board. They've tied it up at 1 apiece.
That was a terrible play by the Colorado Avalanche. Lackadaisical coming out of their own zone there. As they got the puck, Rick Nash, he came off the bench and he was puck hunting immediately. And he noticed the way that the Avalanche was handling the puck, and it wasn't very aggressively whatsoever. He just steps right in, knocks it away. Great first shot. Varlamov coming up with a save. But again, unable to control the puck as it rolled over his right pad and then dropped behind him. And Nash, with that momentum still carrying toward the net, able to reach in, find that loose puck, and bat at it one more time for the goal.
Nash's second goal and 4th point. Varlamov makes a couple of nice saves. Does a half butterfly to the blocker's side to make the initial save. Just can't control the rebound, and Nash is going to find his second of the year to tie it up at 1 apiece. Cleared back in again, middle point. Jackets take control. There's Grant Klitzum. He fires it. It's kicked aside. Varlamov looks off that left shoulder.
The Columbus goal is his second goal of the season, scored by number 61, Rick Nash. The goal was unassisted. Time of the goal, 2:30.
So unassisted will be the first goal of the game for the Jackets here tonight. Again, Rick Nash tying it up at 1 apiece.
Again, that was individual effort on the part of Rick Nash. Good read, good steal, good finish when all was said and done. A little switch up on the lines here is, well, there was anyway, as Umberger had been playing with Vermette. Now Umberger comes right back out to rejoin Johansson and Calvert as he did at the beginning of the game. So RJ getting quite a bit of work in the early minutes here of period number 2.
Inside his own zone, Mathot Back for Ryan Johansson, who sits it in his stick. Tight angle, wide along the half wing, right side. Fires it to the goal. Easily turned aside. Here's Calvert now, left corner. And the give and go, works it into a bit of a traffic jam again. We've got trying to protect the puck, Ryan Johansson, the former Portland Winterhawk. It's loose in back. There we've got an opportunity for O'Byrne to try to edge it out, and does. Through center ice now. Gagliardi loads up. Nice toe save by Mason. A drifting shot. Quick left legging stop there. Big rebound. Nixon cleared all the way back down again. Eric Johnson sets up in behind his own goal. Nice little shoulder shake move through center ice. Rolls the puck in just wide on that right side of Mason. He tries to crank it around in a 1-1 hockey game. Jones will try to keep it in. It's going to be turned aside by Mason. Rolled off in front. Now again, we've got O'Reilly. You know the last couple of games, Bob, where immediately a response by the opposition has caught the Jackets back down on the scoreboard. Power drive again for Colorado. Trying to take control is Atkinson, right corner. Here's O'Reilly, slithers by one, half wall right side, drags it to the top of the right circle, ice wide fake, coming back in again. Right off in front, cross crease, pass by Wilson. Nobody home, Jackets break from the pack. Through center ice, here's Antoine Vermette stepping back in again, a wrister, and Semyon Varlamov is going to make the save, holding on.
Well, the Blue Jackets bringing it right back down there. The Colorado Avalanche getting a little bit of sustained pressure, just couldn't connect with the one pass that they needed back in the Blue Jackets zone. But, you know, we heard from Brad Berry just before this period started about being a little bit more aggressive and putting more pressure on. And so far here in the first 4 minutes and 36 seconds, Blue Jackets are doing just that. Well, start your day cool with new Arctic Chill shaving cream from Barbasol. Barbasol Arctic Chill with a hint of menthol. Very cool. Better buy Barbasol.
Jackets on the draw. Carter's out along with Prospel and Nash, Mafat, and Radek Martinic in a 1-1 hockey game here in the second period. Stretch pass up off the left side, cut off by Radek Martinic. He lifts it off the right wing boards back to the Colorado blue line. Hustling forward is going to be O'Brien. Trying to get it out is Quincy. Here again now, Kyle Quincy. He is going to reset in behind his own goal. Tosses it right side for Matt Duchesne. He'll pitch it forward for Milan Hayduk. Backdoor pass cut off by the back checking of Vinny Prospel. Turns the play back at his own line. Through center ice, rolls it wide, just on the stick side. As the puck is loose in back. There's going to be Quincy again, looking for Prospel. Nash in there, trying to pull it free as well, and does. In front, shot. This one doesn't get to the goal. As it's knocked down off in front, Matt Duchesne is going to air express it back just outside of the Jacket line.
Well, all of a sudden, this line coming out really forechecking well, forechecking hard, sending two men deep in on the Colorado Avalanche, and that's making a difference right now. They're pressuring them to get out of their own zone, cutting off a lot of those passing lanes.
1-1 on the board, 14-15 left in the second period. Shots on goal 18-9 in favor of Columbus over Colorado. Eric McKenzie outside of his own blue line. Tries to navigate by one, tucks the puck in. Varlamov in back of the goal, tries to reset it. Jan Hayden's there, back comes Stastny through center ice. He's got the line and in, stepping wide off that right side. Trying to take control of that opportunity. The Avalanche trying to get it, Kobasu, but he just doesn't get it to behave in his stick as the puck is cleared to center ice. Eric Johnson, rink-wide feed off the left wing. Jones drives by one, 30 feet away. A wrister is up over the end glass and off the protective netting for a stoppage in play. 13:43 left in the second period. Rick Nash, an unassisted goal here.
Time for the bottoms up contest. It's beer 30 and it's
Got a couple bottles, but a couple ain't enough. Bottoms up, throw your hands up.
Long side. And that one just off the catching glove, possibly of the Colorado goaltender, Semyon Varlamov, and that, of course, is at a play.
You can get a ticket, a $10 food and beverage voucher, Blue Jackets hat, Tim Hortons travel mug, and more, starting at just $30 with the Tim Hortons Jackets pack. It's a savings of $28. Get your Tim Hortons Jackets pack for Tuesday, October 25th against the Detroit Red Wings right now by going to BlueJackets.com.
Johnson is going to back it up. Getting the puck cleared out through center ice. There's an attempted shot. This one towards the goal. Landeskog rebound comes right off in front as O'Reilly charged to the front of the net. As Colorado attack left or right. Right back in again now. Little saucer pass. Daniel Winnick down low. Winnick protects the puck. He's being worked on by Vinny Prospel. Powers off the corner. Winnick goes near point. Cross point feed for Johnson. There's a shot knocked down. Mason doesn't know where it's at. It comes loose off in front. Carter, he'll chip it off. Here we go the other way down the left side. Nash steps in again. Varlamov is going to make the save off that catching glove side. Back we go. Landeskog down that right side wing. He'll tuck it in. Blocker side of Mason. 1-1 on the board. 12:40 left in the second period. Nash has found some ice, Bob, down that left side.
Yeah, he sure has, and that's a goaltender's nightmare to watch Rick Nash come charging in there all by his lonesome.
Trying to play it around the framework. Here's Umberger, 2-on-2, right to left. He's board side down the right wing. He's got Calvert going to the front of the net. Peels in, right corner, backsided pass. That one cut off. Trying to get the puck cleared back out again. Here's Jay McClellan eventually down that right side. Cody McLeod. He's going to be drifted up by Fedor Tutin. Into the right corner, back to the near point. No, cut off by Calvert now. He has it ripped away from him, and it's going to be tucked right back in again. Gagliardi for Colorado cannot get to it in time.
Good job by Cody McLeod, though. He just reached in and picked the pocket of Matt Calvert before he could take that puck out of the zone.
It's going to be cleared to Mason. He'll play it in back, stuffed around by Tutin. Shots on goal, 19-11. Jackets over the Avalanche in a 1-1 game. Cleared in, deep inside the Avalanche zone. Kyle Quincy now reverses the play. Home run pass up off the right wing. David Jones is going to be stacked up there. Continues to try to dig it free. Looks to play the puck and hustle for it. Tries to smoke it off that right corner. In here, trying to wheel one way. Going against the grain is Jones. Almost had it handed back to him again. On the giveaway, here's Vermette. Through center ice to Cam Atkinson. Speeds in. Lays it off in front. That one is not going to beat goaltender Semyon Varlamov on that one. A quick skimming shot that he easily denies. Now Klitzum tries to keep it in high off that left point. Has to hustle for it back inside his own zone. 11:10 left here in the second period. Broussard tries to cue it off the wall at center ice, still along the red line. Tries to go rink wide and does for Antoine Vermette, 35 feet and in, rolls it just wide and off the target. Broussard hustles for it, tries to scoop it off in front, middle point. Can Mathot keep it in? No, either he or Radek Martinek. And Mathot has to control it and eventually launch it back in, deep inside the Colorado zone.
Well, it looked like one of them touched it and knocked it out on their own without the Colorado Avalanche being involved.
Here's Hayduk now, back the other way, reversing left to right, steps in, off the pillows of the goaltender, big rebound, into the slot, trying to chop at it. Again, working hard for it. Colorado will sweep at it. There's Hayduk, save made by Mason again, as he kicks out that left legging, lethal with the leather there, to deny, of course, the very nifty Milan Hayduk. Back the other way now, it's knocked down with a high stick, it looks like. So we've got to stop at your play. 10:22 left here in the second period. It remains a nail-biter, 1-1.
Well, you'll be here on Tuesday when the Blue Jackets play host to the Dallas Stars, and then the following Tuesday, October 25th, the Detroit Red Wings come to town. Both those games get underway at 7 o'clock. You can get your tickets right now just by going to BlueJackets.com. You know, there are many constants in life, and Milan Hayduk being around the puck for the Colorado Avalanche and creating scoring chances seemed to be one of them. He just came in there, and you want to talk about giving it your all on every shift. That's what he's done, at least against the Blue Jackets he has.
11 times he's been a 20-goal scorer. As we just say, Bob, you know, whatever your skill set is, goal scorers score in the National Hockey League. And he's one of those. Back the other way, trying to fire the puck in from a high right-wing angle. It's off the stick of Savard, but it's way wide of the goal. Now laying it off in front. Carter tries to bat at it. It's played all the way back. Cross point for Fedor Tutin. There's a shot off the cage as well. Back to the right side now. Trying to maintain control is Savard, looking for eventually tailing and turning Jeff Carter. Shallow right circle, stick handles, big hand shot, rebound off in front. In control eventually. Now Landeskog cannot get it out. Nice power drive shift here by Carter and Nash. Finally, Colorado will bring it back. Down the left wing, through center ice. It'll be fired back in again by O'Reilly. Deep off the back wall. In behind the Jacket net, trying to take control off that right point. Jones will keep it in. Check that, Wilson will keep it in for Colorado. He plays it in and around, glove side of Mason. Finally onto the stick off in front. Out of gas is going to be Savard, but he continues to stay on the ice. There's Fedor Tutin battling hard with R.J. Umberger. 9:05 left in the period. This is period number 2, 1-1 on the board. Jay McClellan plays it off in front. This one is going to be trapped there by Mason. 9:01 left here in the second period. Nash has tied it up here at 1 apiece in the second period from Columbus. This is the Wheeling Island.
Come on and bring your jukebox money. Shack is a little place where we
face-off to his right. Bob, your thoughts in this second period? It's only, well, it's about 11 minutes old compared to the first period as far as the Jackets are concerned.
Well, they've got a lot more energy here in the second period. They've been more aggressive. They've come out. The Carter Nash line has been very, very good. One goal and a couple of other good, solid chances. They've turned the game around as far as tilting the ice in their favor right now, but still each team with only one goal.
Shane O'Brien along with Jay McClement will help get the puck cleared in. Gagliardi tries to staple up his man. Some tough body work in back of the goal. It dribbles loose. Shallow right circle. Laid off in front. No. Cut off there as McClement tried to bring it into the middle. There's a shot off the blue line by O'Brien. A bit of a bottleneck of traffic there. And as a result, the shot doesn't get through again. And we've got Colorado deep inside their own zone in a 1-1 hockey game. At center ice, cutting it off. And it's going to be Grant Klitzum. Fires it up and over the crossbar. As we've got the Avalanche regathering back up again. Ryan O'Byrne advances it back inside the Jacket zone. Mason's going to have to play it. It's loose. Turning the play back is Mark Mathot. Off that right skate of Vermette. Ends up loose onto the stick. There's a shot and a drive by Atkinson. Doesn't miss by much as it's off the end glass. Stastny now tries to get it drifted back out again. Radek Martinek off the blue line. This play will be kept onside. Jackets have to clear the zone.
One thing the Blue Jackets have learned in this period shoot on Varlamov, he's not handling the puck as well as he did in the first period where he gave up very few rebounds. As a matter of fact, looks like his weakest side right now has been his glove side with a puck in and out of that glove.
Well, you, the father of Matthew, a young goaltender here in the Columbus Minor Hockey Association, would make that observation.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn when the goalies screw up.
And it can be a lot. Okay, through center ice.
A little bit more cushion at 10 years old, though.
Yeah. From you, not much. As Umberger now.
No, less from me.
Yeah.
More in general.
Yes, as we've got the puck loose just inside the Avalanche zone. Toss to the logo at center ice. Still outside the Jacket line. Trying to navigate in is going to be Wilson. Snaps you a shot. That one not handled by Mason. It comes loose into the corner to his right. 1-1 hockey game. Trying to navigate off in front. Stastny loses control. It does squeeze loose to the blue line. There's Hayden with a drive, and this one is going to be deflected wide on that short glove side of Mason. There's Calvert now. He's knocked down. Protecting is Stastny to the near point. Peter Mueller. Now again, there's a drive by Hayden. A big rebound kicked off in front as Mason spreads the pads apart. Puck is launched the other way. Peter Mueller back inside. The Colorado zone will control and sets the table up for Eric Johnson.
Well, you see the Colorado Avalanche now making the adjustment, getting some good sustained pressure of their own and doing it against not much of a surprise the line they did it against. But Calvert, again, essentially a rookie in his own right there, and Ryan Johansson, who is a rookie, trying to take advantage of those two guys and get some pressure.
In back of the net for Columbus. Here's Klitzum. Hands it off for Carter. Tries to spring it up off that right side for Nash. He's punished off the puck, but hands it for Prospel. Down that right wing and in. Here's Prospel. Steps in. This one right through the goaltender. And Semyon Varlamov was beaten on that one. You talked about he doesn't look as razor sharp here as we saw him on Monday afternoon in Boston or that opening period. Here tonight in Columbus.
Oh, that one hits off the inside of the pad. It happens to redirect just wide of the net. And that's one where you look behind you and you're glad it's not there.
Here's Nash back in. He'll give and go. Short hop. There. Where is it? It's still loose again. As the puck is mishandled again, trying to curl it off in front. It is finally back onto the stick of O'Reilly through center ice. Here he comes. In off the right wing. Tries to set the puck up for Johnson. He fans on that one. Trying to stay onside. And he was in back of everybody. Nash was. Nothing but ice. Nothing but highway. But a nice play there by O'Byrne. Back the other way now. Up off the right side is Jones. He floats one blocker side of Mason. He'll just redirect it into the corner to his stick side. Both teams on the rim of the play now. There's Dorsett along the mid-wall. Off that left side. Colorado will gain control. Midpoint sent back. There's a shot by Quincy. And this one doesn't get to goaltender Mason as it's partially blocked off in front. Again, give and go. There's a shot drilled towards the goal by Colorado. Not missing much on that one as Landeskog for Colorado as he was set up just off that glove side of Mason.
Good job, though, by Steve Mason. He came out and challenged that play. That's a difference. If he sits back in the net and lets the shooter take his time and pick his spot, it's a whole different play. He was aggressive. He went out. He made sure that he took that angle away, and now an icing call against the Blue Jackets will bring the face-off all the way back inside the Blue Jacket zone.
Bob, that's reading and reacting. Seeing nobody to his left, he knew that the only thing that he had to do was come out and challenge the shooter, and that's what he did. He's got to stay deeper in the crease, obviously, if an ice or a crease cross pass could be made there. Good read by Mason.
Yeah, it was a great read, and that's really what we've seen a lot out of him. so far this year and even during the preseason. And going back to that save by Varlamov, that the puck jumps up in the air. So we have a timeout on the ice. The puck jumped up in the air, and it was as it was floating off the blocker pad and toward the goal, just got the butt end of the stick of Varlamov, and that's the only thing that kept that puck out of the net. So that turns out to be a heck of a save. A lot of luck involved there, but any good goaltender will tell you that luck is a big factor in getting the job done.
Yep, it's not all skill, that's for sure.
But the Blue Jackets, the shots on goal right here, they're doing a fantastic job in this period, throwing up 25 shots through 2 periods. So that means in this period they're out shooting the Colorado Avalanche to the tune of 14-7. They've had the pressure. They've had the better scoring chances here. It's just about finding a way to beat the goaltender. And, you know, that it seems like when you're struggling to win games and score goals, that's when you're either the goalie's the number one star or he's good enough to take away some of your best opportunities in the game. And I think that's where the Blue Jackets are sitting right now.
Face off to the left of Mason. 4:35 left in the period. Rimmed around the framework all the way back down in behind the Avalanche goal line for an icing call. Semyon Varlamov, he has created some anxiety in front of his own goal here in the second period. He's allowed the Jackets to jump after some loose pucks. From the draw again on the icing call. McKenzie is going to help then drift it in. Line change for the Jackets. McKenzie will stay out. Sammy Paulson out there as well. And R.J. Umberger in a 1-1 hockey game. Avalanche to our left. They fan in the clear out. McKenzie tries to lead it for R.J. Umberger. Half wing right side. Radek Martinic. There's a shot. This one rebound given up again. As Paulson tails in left wing corner. On the edge of the play near point. Up over the stick of Mark Mathot. Down that right wing. Trying to hustle for it is Matt Duchesne. It rolls to Mason. He'll tap it back onto the stick of Radek Martinic. 1-1. In the second period, 3:50 now. Left in the middle frame. Here's Paulson, 2-on-2 the other way, right to left. Back to Umberger. Again, the rebound is tucked off in front. Semyon Varlamov with a nice rebound there. Jackets just couldn't get to it in time to really get a good scoring opportunity. There's Broussard, back the other way now to his own line. He's going to try to fine-tune his way in, Bob, off that left side.
Those pucks are laying there. It's just about finding a way to get to them, and that's what the Blue Jackets aren't able to do right now.
Kobasu and Jones try to combine. Drill back in again by Fedor-Tutin as Colorado will regroup. Both these teams playing the Stanley Cup finalists of last June. In off the right side, here's Vermette. In right circle, tight angle shot going long, stick side. It's off the mark. High off that left point. Fedor-Tutin has it handed back to him again. Too hot to handle, he has to hustle for it. Jackets losing to Vancouver in a tight one here Monday. As we've got Colorado defeating the Stanley Cup champion Boston Bruins in Boston 1-0 on Monday afternoon as the play is whistled down here with 2:51 left. Scoreboard remaining. Yeah, looks like a too many men penalty is going to be called here. 2:51 left in the period. Jackets and Avalanche tied at 1. Back in a moment. This is the Wheeling Island Hotel Casino Blue Jackets Radio Network.
There's no place like
on the power play.
Jackets going on their 4th AEP power play. Second fifth of the game, second of the period. Trying to take the lead for the first time with Carter, Nash, along with Vinny Prospal, Klitzum, and Russell. One thing you cannot deny, Bob, is the Jackets are getting their power play opportunities.
Yeah, and I think with the way that Varlamov's been fighting the puck in this period, this is perhaps your best opportunity with a man advantage.
Here comes Russell. Tries to send it back for Prospal, high off the left point. Klitzum along the wall, left side. Prospal threads it across. Trying to step in is Nash. He tries to seam it back onto the stick of Russell. Left point again, stepping in 35 feet away. Angled in front. The puck is still loose. Where is it? Under the goaltender. Semyon Varlamov is going to make the save as there's a bit of crease chaos off in front, but he'll hold on.
Vinny Prospal, the guy that gets the assignment to go stand in front of the goaltender and create that screen and be looking for a tip in, looking for a rebound. Grant Klitzum just walking up the half wall left wing side, gets his shot toward the net. Prospal reaches out, redirects with a stick. It would have went wide, redirects it in on Varlamov, who this time is able to find the puck before the Blue Jackets can get anybody else there. Still, when it was all done, Prospal's there, 3 members of the Colorado Avalanche on him.
Here's Nash trying to bring it into the middle, and let's see what do we have. Official has the right arm up. He's doing the
penalty's
talking to, he's talking to O'Byrne. So the Jackets still in the power play as Peter Mueller is in the penalty box for too many men on the ice for Colorado.
Columbus, 2 minutes for high sticking.
So high sticking is going to be the call as O'Byrne was checked out to see whether there was any blood drawn or not. So that is the end of the AEP power play. And in a minute and 20 we'll go with the Avalanche and the man advantage for 40 seconds.
And that was one of those inadvertent high stick types of things, and they still count as the same type of penalty, whether you meant to do it or you didn't mean to do it. So Blue Jackets power play short-lived.
Yeah, one shot on that AEP power play. Here is Mathot now. Shakes one way, then rotates the other and hands it off 4-on-4 with Radek Martinez. It'll drive through center ice to R.J. Umberger. Battles hard, plays it right off in front with a post-to-post pass. Nobody there for the Jackets in this 1-1 hockey game as we got Hayduk bringing it back. Nudged ahead with a glove outside of the defensive blue line. So as a result, we've got the play whistled down again. Face off to the right. Off the Colorado goal.
One of those situations where the play's just going too fast. Ryan O'Reilly has to let that go from Milan Hayduk because Hayduk fisted it ahead. If he touches it, that's fine. It's okay. But as soon as O'Reilly touches it outside the blue line, it's no longer a pass inside of your own zone. So they're going to whistle it down. So apparently there wasn't enough communication there. O'Reilly didn't realize.
Let's with a drive, and that one is blocked by Stastny. That one's a stinger. Looping up high. McKenzie back to the blue line. Shot. Rebound right off in front again. That shot off the stick of Grant Klitzum. Caused some havoc off in front. Here is going to be Klitzum. Protects the puck. Middle point. Rise in to pitch it towards the goal. It's wide. Varlamov looks off that blocker's side. Working hard is Broussard. There's McKenzie. Boys, I'll tell you what, he's packed up off the end boards by Kyle Quincy. Here's Duchesne up off the right wing. Trying to drive in. Here's Shane O'Brien. O'Brien now on the backside of the play looking for Duchesne. He is going to wiggle by one. The puck off the center point. Laid back onto the stick. Now Feder Tooten, who rotates the play in behind the goal. Looks on that long bomb through center ice for McKenzie, who again is looking to go to the bench.
Tell you what though, that Matt Duchesne is still a heck of a hockey player. Plays that he makes offensively and defensively. Works hard defensively, then puts himself into position to have offensive success almost every time he's on the ice.
Duchesne, he said earlier in the broadcast, youngest player to ever lead the Avalanche in scoring. That's saying an awful lot when you've got Matt Sundin and Joe Sakic and Peter Forsberg and a whole truckload more of terrific players. Colorado on the power play. For 18 seconds, they're going to bring it in. They're going to dribble one wide to the stick side of Mason. Actually controlling. Here's R.J. Umberger through center ice. He's going to look to try to punch it in, and does. Quincy lifts it off the end boards for Johnson. 13 seconds left in the period. That will be it on the man advantage for Colorado. No shots on their short-lived 40-second man advantage. Up off the left wing, David Jones. Barnstorms in, looks for Milan Hayduk. Tries to curl along the wall. As the buzzer goes to end the second period. So the Jackets out shooting Colorado 30-14 after 2, and they tie this game up.
Mike O'Hara is not walking away empty-handed. Ohio Lottery has a signed Rick Nash stick for you, Mike. Your chance of winning $1,000 is the next game. All you got to do is enter your non-winning Ohio Lottery ticket at the FS Ohio Blue Line. Again, thanks for playing to Mike O'Hara. All right, fans, back we go to the dressing room with Mark Wyatt and a special guest.
Down low in our offensive zone, we're cycling the puck well and getting pucks in the net.
You guys seem to be doing a pretty good job, too, of closing down their lanes, not giving them much space there on the offensive end.
Yeah, so far through 2 periods, we've been a lot tighter defensively, and that's what we need to do.
All right, good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's R.J. Umberger again.
Well, it is now time for the PBR bull riding relay. And I'm down.
Hey, Duke fires. Glove save made by Mason on the short side. As the puck is wrapped up but not out. D to D left side again. Here's Hayduk back to the top middle point. There's Johnson with a shot. Blockered there by Dorsett. And we've got Stastny Shallow right circle, tries to lay it off in front. This one is going to carry him all the way back to the left point. Here's Eric Johnson, fakes, doesn't shoot. 45 feet, 30 feet away, middle point. Johnson with a drive, wired wide, big rebound off the inboard. Net's open, missed! As Duchesne had nothing but net to fire it into. And he misses the target to what it would have been the blocker's side of Mason, who was way out on the glove side. But he's off the mark with that one.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a good veteran play, though, by Milan Hajduk. Took that puck behind the net. Blast coming in from the blue line, misses the net. And Mason goes all the way over, commits on Hajduk, taking that shot from a sharp angle to the left of the net. Instead, Hajduk reads what Mason does, skates it right around behind, throws it out the backside. As you said, though, Matt Duchesne, wide open net, couldn't find a way to hit it.
2-1 hockey game. 16:39 left here in the period. 36 seconds on the 5-on, rather the 4-on-3. And we'll go 5-on-4. We're about 7 seconds. Here we go. Quincy up the center of the ice. Fine-tunes his way in. Up along the left wing. Jones tries to keep the puck in. Vermette now has control. Back for Feder Tooten. He'll lift it off the short glass all the way down. The crowd appreciative of the PK here right now. And we've got Colorado. Peter Mueller through center ice, slithers in, tries to hand it off. Center point for Kyle Quincy. There's a drive, glove save made. Mason front step in the white ice area. No rebound. This one into the leather. He will hold on.
Great job by Steve Mason finding that puck. Huge save on his part. There's a lot of open ice out there in the 4-on-3 power play, and Colorado Avalanche not able to take advantage of it so far.
Paulson on the face-off. 6 seconds left here. On the Avs man advantage to the stick side of Mason again. Dorsett out there. Radek Martinic with the lead goal in the game here right now. Along with Mathot. Into the right face-off circle. Colorado will give it away. And they'll have it handed back. Cody McLeod back to 5-on-5. Puck is still loose, stick side. Mason scrambles. And this one is going to be again right off in front. And then tucked in back of the goal all the way back to the left point. Here's Kyle Quincy. He tries to thread one through. Paulson knocks it down. And he'll send it back for Mark Mathot now. He's in the corner of the blocker's side of goaltender Steve Mason. 15:35 left in the third period. 2-1 in favor of Columbus as the puck is rolled back inside the Avalanche blue line. Outlet feed. Gagliardi, who's got the Avs goal, tries to angle it in wide on the glove side of Mason. Here's Rick Nash. He'll toss it for Carter. Onside, but just a hair beyond the reach of Vinny Prospel, trying to drive down that left wing. And we've got an icing call against the Jackets. We've played 4:45 off this third period. Jackets lead for the first time at 1:16. As Martinic's first from Prospel and Nash. That's where we're at, 2-1 Columbus.
You know, we should point out that we do a trivia question at the beginning of the third period of every game because we got about 1 million guesses on this one. So lots of people making the guess. Anyway, the winner is Zach Crawford. He had the right answer. Nashville Predators. So Zach, send us your address and your phone number to radioactive@bluejackets.com. We'll get you some tickets to see the Blue Jackets and Stars.
There's a drive by Hayda, booted aside there by Mason. That's a tough question, Bob, and you weren't all that helpful with the clues. As Hayda, I thought you might throw one or two out there.
I thought you were supposed to work for it. Everybody wants something handed to them. You got to work for it. Come on.
Yeah.
You're too nice sometimes.
Yeah, inside.
That's why we balance so well, right?
Oh, not going to go there. As we've got Landeskog trying to stuff it in off that glove side of Mason. Avalanche inside the offensive zone, near point, 62 feet away. Hayda tries to play it around the kick plate. Here's Winnick along the half wing right side, parks it back right point. Jones will check that. Wilson will keep it in again. Here's going to be Klitschko. High back to the right point. Trying to keep it in as well as Ryan O'Byrne. It's going to dribble free all the way back inside the Avalanche zone. Avs trying to tie this thing up. Here's O'Reilly now. He's going to be de-iced. Down he goes. Loses control. Radek Martinic off the left wing. Pitches it wide right side for Russell. Off the red line at center ice. Doesn't gather up again. Radek Martinic backs it up right in front of his own goaltender. Long bomb left side. Broussard cannot get it. As again, Colorado will reset back inside their own territory. Ryan Wilson in back of the goal. Ryan O'Byrne edged off the kick plate in back. As again, we've got Colorado inside their own real estate trying to set an attack up. Kovacic, he doesn't get the puck. Long crossed ice feed. Matt Duchesne inside the Jacket zone will overskate the puck. Back the other way. Here's going to be Matty Calvert in off that left wing. Tight angle, shallow left circle. In front! The glove side was open. Jackets trying to drive, but that pass just incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you why it was incomplete. Very simple. David Jones took away the stick of Ryan Johansson. It's a great defensive play by David Jones. If he doesn't do that, it's a 3-1 game in favor of the Blue Jackets.
Columbus deep inside their own ice again. They'll drill it up. As Dorsett is upended, ends up loose. And in Varlamov in back of the net, sets it up again. Looking for O'Brien. 2-1 hockey game, 12:59 left in the third period. Working hard, ever so hard. Derek McKenzie, no surprise there. All the way back to the right point. Here's going to be Savard. He'll pitch it down low. Dorsett curls around, lays it right off in front. Peter Mueller tries to break from the pack and does it his own line. Plays it to the open lane at center ice. Hayduk then looking back for Mueller again. There is a puck that's cut off by Columbus's Feder Tooten. He'll just drift it back inside the Colorado zone. Here's Eric Johnson now. Middle drive. Outlet feed. Quick up through center ice. It rolls in wide off that right shoulder of Mason. Mid wall right side for Vinny Prospal. He'll play it to the red line at center ice. Here comes Nash. Gives it away. Hasn't handed back. Cannot handle that relay pass in Colorado again. In along the trapezoid in back. Will settle the puck down. Doubling back. Jan Hayda across the ice. Give her Eric Johnson. He'll just play it up board side off that right wing. Russell fans on it. Then has to resurface in back of the goal. Almost a costly mistake, but he recovers nicely. Off the right wing. Here's Carter. Board side and in. Going rink wide the other way. Wilson tries to nudge Nash off the puck. Carter tries to punch it back. Here comes Gagliardi, 3-on-2 the other way. Odd man rush coming late. Here's Wilson stepping in, lets it go. This one stopped by Mason. It dribbles in back of the goal to his glove side. Back to the near point. There's O'Reilly for Ryan Wilson. Here's O'Reilly again. Tries to play it down along the half circle left side. It's still loose near corner. Martinic is going to nail up his man. It's loose off that right shoulder of Mason. Squeezed Frey. Grant Klitzum in back of the goal now. He'll try to push it off the glass to center ice along the Avalanche side of the red line. Here they come right back in again. Off that left wing, Ryan Wilson, short glove side. He tried to bury that one as Mason will knock it down. Back off the left point. Wilson again, 45 feet. He's going to play it along the wall. This one's cut off. Atkinson, can he push it forward? He does. Now he'll get it outside of the zone. Broussard can't reach for it. Tossed by Colorado right back in again. 10:50 left in regulation time. It's a 2-1 hockey game in favor of the Jackets. Gagliardi on the board first here tonight for the Jackets. Right back in again. Down low. There's Broussard. Looks for the puck as the net has been relocated. In behind. Semyon, the goaltender for Colorado.
I'm hot, sticky sweet, from my hand to my feet, yeah.
Yeah, the Colorado Avalanche trying to shorten the ice surface here in this third period now and trying to get back that goal they gave up earlier in the period.
He'll be shot back in again. Feder Tooten. He's erased off the puck, tries to crank it around. Right corner for Colorado inside the offensive zone. No look, feet in front, trying to get to the net is going to be Stastny. He's cut off. Trying to snap it around is Vinny Prospal. Kyle Quincy fires it, redirection off in front, glove side, sailing up. The glove side is goaltender Steve Mason on a partial carom off in front. No rebound given up. He'll freeze frame the puck, and the faceoff will be to his right.
Textbook right there. Stastny goes to the front of the net. He sets up. The shot comes in from the half wall. He's just looking to redirect. Does a great job of it, but Steve Mason able to drop down, take that one away from the Colorado Avalanche. Check out the 30 for 30 group ticket offer. An all-inclusive package at an affordable price. You get 30 tickets, 30 hats, 30 hot dogs, 30 popcorn, 30 sodas, $30 per person. That's an amazing deal. Call 614-246-PUCK for more details.
Off the face-off, the puck is going to knuckle to Mason. He'll dive head first to again cover up, forcing the stoppage in play. Same location to his right. Shots on goal, 31-20 in favor of Colorado, or rather Columbus. As it's going to be 6-1 this third period in favor of the Avs. Here's Mathot to the left of Mason. Again, the play being whistled down. We got a stutter stop type of situation here right now for the Jackets trying to get the puck outside of their own zone.
And that one played with a high stick, so they'll set up the face-off inside of the Blue Jacket zone again.
Cross ice fade. Johnson wires it wide. Trying to feed it off in front is Hayda. This Colorado team last season off to such a great start. They were 9 games over 500 at the 33-game mark. 9 games over 500. Struggle down the stretch.
Well, they got a lot of injuries too throughout the course of the season. Remember,
trying to step off now. Here's O'Reilly. Back to the left point. Another drive by O'Reilly that doesn't get through. Here's Sammy Paulson. Weaves it left to right now. Saucer pass through the middle. Martinic drops the shoulder. Stiffened there by Johnson. Gets the puck laid in. As Colorado will reset back up again, Eric Johnson. Navigates with it. Tries a breakout feed. Quick up off the left side and in. Russell has the handle on it. Here's Umberger now. Tries to cue it off the wall. Big circle at center ice, controlled by Colorado. Ryan Wilson stuffs it back in again. 8:55 left in regulation time. 2-1. Oh, big check at center ice. Calvert there nailed by Wilson. But he bounces quickly back up again. Here's Duchesne. Threads one left side. Trying to drive down that left wing. Peter Mueller steps and sweeps away. Big rebound! There! Or check that Mason is going to drive across to that low club side. And he covers up. But Mueller fires the shot just off the mark. Big rebound, kicks off. Save made by Mason.
So let the chances of our lifetime pass us by. We'll give this everything we've got for the love of the game. Race for new elevation. See just how high we can go. Full-blown determination will take us further than we know. So let the chances of our lifetime pass us by, and we will rise. This is our time. We'll give this everything we've got for the love of the game. At the dollhouse in Lauderdale. Girls, girls, girls. Rocking in Atlanta and Tattletale. Raising hell at the 7th Veil. Have you read the news in the Soho Tribune? Yeah, no, she didn't me, but then she broke my heart. I'm such a good boy.
The Avalanche, Nash as well unassisted. Gagliardi's goal in the first period, Nash in the second. Martinic from Prospel and Nash, 2-1 Columbus. Backing it up is Johnson. Stuffed back in again, is trying to bring it in as Prospel. Well, we've got the offside call against the Jackets. 8:22 left here in regulation time.
Well, that last stop by Steve Mason right before the break. Barbasol close shave of the game. Start your day off with Barbasol shaving cream. America's leader for a close shave. Close Shave America. Close Shave Barbasol. One of 20 saves tonight for Steve Mason.
Carter, Nash, Prospel. Outside of the Avalanche blue line. Dug free by Stastny. He's going to try to slide back in again. Mid-circle right side. Duchesne is going to be pinned up. Puck comes loose. Here's Mathot. Doesn't know where it's at. It's stuffed off in front. Controlled by Prospel. He hands it off for Carter. Through center ice. He fine-tunes his way. Plays it in behind the Colorado goal. As Jan Hayda now. He's going to rekindle the attack for Colorado. Left side for Quincy. Angled in by Duchesne. Wide to the right of goaltender Steve Mason. He tries to wire it around Quincy with the net. Open! He doesn't miss by much. Holy smokeroo. What an opportunity there by Quincy. Mason was not back in the net. He just missed it by a foot or two to the far blocker's side.
It's about 3 times tonight they've missed an empty net, which has got to drive you crazy when you've only put one on the board all night long, the chances that they've gotten.
Wow. Quincy, smart play. To get it towards the goal. He's just off the mark with it. That one doesn't miss by an awful lot. Gagliardi across the ice for Johnson. 7:10 left here. Flip back in again. Here's Federtut. He'll look to try to get it on the stick and does. As the play is whistled down on an icing call. 7:08 left in regulation time. Blue Jackets 2, Colorado 1.
And the Blue Jackets will play again on Saturday night. Going to Dallas to take on the Stars. Start of a home-and-home series. Dallas Stars will be here then on Tuesday night to play at Nationwide Arena. So that'll be a big 2 games. Dallas Stars, another one of those teams that hope they got better during the offseason, although they lost Brad Richards, which is a pretty big hole to fill.
Pretty big hole. Eric Nystrom picked up by Dallas today so that they can get to the floor. And so he'll be, you would think, in the lineup on Saturday night possibly. Coming from Minnesota. Up off the left wing. Onside. Stepping back in again. Winning with a shot. This one dribbles just to the far stick side of Mason. Jackets golf at it. Here's Dorsett the other way. A stronger third period here by Colorado. Jackets at the lone goal of the period. Right back again. Here they come attacking. Here's O'Reilly. Sweeps in. Tight angle shot and a cute shot off that left wing. And Mason turns it aside. High off the right point. Landeskog lets it go. This one blockaded. The second attempt is going to knuckle wide. Winnick turns and tails to the mid-wing right side. Back to the far left point eventually. Here's Hayda. Tries to negotiate a play with it. It's loose in back. Trying to protect the puck is going to be Daniel Winnick. He's curb side off that left point. Cross D pass. Stepping in. There's a drive. This one Mason doesn't see it. And it's off the target. As that one drilled by O'Brien. We've got the stoppage in play. And we've got 5:58 left in the third period. 2-1 Jackets over the Avs. Stay with us.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Now what you say? You all say what? A little bit louder. Now everybody say. Now what you say? You all say what? A little bit louder. Now everybody say. What you say? You all say what? A little bit louder. Now everybody say. Now what you say? You all say what? A little bit louder. Now everybody say.
I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Martinek's first goal as a Jacket, giving the Jackets their first lead at 2-1 here in the third period. Atkinson is mixing it up with Jones just outside of the face-off circle. Cam's not going to give anything as far as ice is concerned. He'll battle hard in back of the net now. Here's going to be Jones. Hands it off in front. Loose glove side. Puck is going to be brought back. Center point drive. This one kicked aside. Rebound. Diving head first is Mason to the glove side to seal it up. First, that right legging save. It dribbles away, and he's on it, and he will hold on, making the save.
And that's the difference here with Steve Mason. What we're seeing we saw in the preseason, and we've seen it so far.
Columbus, 15 difference.
Now there's a penalty on Antoine Vermette for interference. But what I was going to say is Steve Mason, you know, he looks very confident in himself on these saves. A big blast comes in. Doesn't really find it well initially, but as it bounces to the side of the net, very calm in the way that he repositions his body, dives out, takes it away before there's a shot.
Power play, fourth man advantage for Colorado. Jackets 0 for 4. The Avs fourth right here. On the run of the play near side. Quincy with a drive. This one is blockaded off in front. There's a lot of guys involved out off in front. Landeskog tries to navigate with it. Protects the puck. Second picker overall in the draft. Highest Avs drafted player ever. Will give it away. Dorsett breaks the stick. Wants another one and has it. Colorado will try to bring it right back in again. Here's going to be an attempt by O'Reilly near side. Finally, we've got off the wall. Here comes Hayduk trying to fire it towards the goal. As the puck kept in by Quincy, there's a drive. This one wide, short glove side, and Mason kicks off the back glass. Finally cleared just outside of the Avalanche blue line. Quincy again threads it back for Hayduk. He's right back in again, onside. Backdoor pass. Quincy with a drive. And this one into the breadbasket of Mason, who's at the lip of the goal crease. Glove side. No rebound given up. He will hold on.
Blue Jackets penalty kill brought to you by Ortho Home Defense, Max Perimeter, and Indoor Insect Killer. Protecting your home for up to 12 months indoors against listed insects. Ortho, defend what's yours. 4:43 left in this. The Colorado Avalanche has had a wealth of chances in this period. I feel like if you can kill off this power play, you know, there's still time left, but you kill off this power play, the momentum should get you through the rest of the game.
1:02 left on this fourth power play for Colorado. Near point, Johnson with a drive, deflected off in front of a rebound. It's going to be controlled. Kobasu on the edge of the play, sends it off in front. Karam's back. Here's going to be Duchesne, middle point again. Trying to set the table as Johnson, top of the right circle, 35 feet away. There's a shot off the side of the net. Stick side on Mason and a redirection. Jones is parked off in front. Finally, it's sent all the way back down again. We've got 35 seconds left in this fourth power play, and here comes Colorado again. Right to left. Here they come through center ice. Eric Johnson shoulder shakes by one shimmy shake too many. Offside the call against the Avalanche, going right to left.
And Jones knew it. He knew that there was that was going to happen. No doubt about it. He was trying to stay on side best that he could, just couldn't get it done.
So the stoppage and play. Colorado still in the power play for 27 seconds. Shots on goal here, huge period by Colorado, 31-26 right now. Colorado with 12 shots in this third period to this point. 4 minutes even left in the power play, 18 seconds left in it. Avalanche will regroup. Eric Johnson to his own blue line, gives it away. Pops the puck up, and Derek Dorson in the PK will just lay it down deeper in off the end boards. Back again, Colorado through center ice. Quincy. Back now to 5-on-5. 3 shots on that power play for Colorado. Down that right wing. Board sided in. Here comes Nash. Down low, right wing corner. He's going to park it back to the near point. Given away. Here comes Hayduk down. He's going to zigzag. He looks to go east to west through center ice. As the offensive line then gives the puck up. As we finally get Grant Klitzum, he will play it to center ice. Hayduk is going to be muscled off the puck. 3:15 left in regulation time. Through center ice. It's going to be controlled and brought in. There's Peter Mueller with a drive. Turned aside by Mason. On the rim of the play. Trying to take control there. It's going to be Ryan O'Byrne. He tries to fight off the official. He's run into him a couple of times in the last 10 seconds. Both were fighting for the same area of ice. Out left feed. Here's Duchesne. He's in middle drive. Tries to peel up high to the left wing circle. There is going to be an opportunity for Mathot to try to nudge it out. Kept in by O'Brien now off that right shoulder of Mason. Back the other way, it's wound around. Daniel Winnick off the half wing right side. Plays it back to the near point. There's a drive off the stick and off the end zone netting. 2:32 left in regulation time. It's a 2-1 Jackets lead over the Avalanche.
Well, the Avalanche can't complain. They're not getting their chances in this period now. They've outshot the Blue Jackets 13-1. So they're getting in there. They're getting shots. They're putting them on Steve Mason. They've had some that have hit the side of the net. They've missed a wide open net. And that's why Joe Sacco told me earlier today he's not worried about the team's lack of scoring. They only have 2 goals now in 3 games. But he said we're getting our chances. But getting your chances and finishing your chances, obviously 2 different things, and the problem they're having right now is finishing.
No timeouts left. Here comes Dorsett down the other way. Left side and in. Tries to skim one towards the goal. Doesn't get to the net. It's loose in back. Varlamov looks off the right shoulder. Now the left shoulder. Trying to get it cleared through center ice. There's a breakout feed beyond the reach of everybody. Here's Feder Tootin looking for Sammy Paulson to R.J. Umberger. Nudges it to the Avalanche line and in. 2:02 left in regulation time. Here's Johnson. Threads one through the middle. That one goes incomplete. Right back in again. Here's Jeff Carter. He and Eric Johnson will try to battle hard. Johnson will fend off well. Quincy again tries to advance it out. He does all the way back down that left wing to the right of goaltender Mason. As we've got Mathad who will tag it up for an icing call. 1:43 left. Everybody here tonight at Nationwide on the edge of their seats right now. Jackets by one.
And the Blue Jackets know they're going to have to face one more pseudo power play, because if things stay like this, Varlamov will be put to the bench in favor for the extra attacker.
Carter Nash out along with Prospel. They've got Radek, Martinic, and Mathot. Lots of experience out there for Columbus. It's dribbled outside of the line. Carter picks it off, then he's pushed off the puck. Ends up loose back inside the Jacket blue line. Mathot angles it out. There's Vinny Prospel. He'll go boards wide, right side for Nash. He'll just softly touch it in. In off the kick, played in back. 1:20 left here. The Avalanche led 1-0 after one. Jackets tied up after two. Columbus with the lone goal here in the third. It'll be laid back in again. Here it comes now. The net's open. Sticks the skater on in favor of Colorado. Trying to get the puck cleared onto the stick of Carter. The net's open through center ice. Tries to get it through the cluster in the neutral zone. Cannot get the job done. Right back in again. Here's going to be O'Reilly coming late and wide to the far side. 1 minute left in regulation time. Landeskog, right wing corner. Thought tries to take him off the puck. High to the right point. O'Brien now. Stick handles one way, 50 feet away. Sends it off in front. Traffic clear. And Mason's down. It is going to be skimmed off into the corner. To Mason's left. All the way back to the left point again. Hayden with a shot. Scores! Landeskog is going to possibly carry it in, we'll say, as the shot is taken off the left point. And he is going to be given credit, I do believe, for the tying goal. Landeskog off that left point shot. It will be his first NHL goal on a carom.
Yep, Landeskog just cut right in front of the net at the same time that Daniel Winnick did. And a shot coming from the point, Steve Mason. Nothing he could do. He had no idea where it was, and by the time he found it, it was too little too late.
Hayden with a wrister off the left point. That'll quiet the crowd down here at Nationwide right now with 40 seconds left. So we'll see. Here comes Vermette now. Varlamov has not seen much action here in the third period.
And after the way he fought the puck in the second period, the fact that you haven't been able to pepper him with shots in the third period is a detriment right now.
Yeah. Here's Vermette wide far side, stepping in front, trying to thread it with a post-to-post pass as R.J. Umberger. The pass is going to be snuffed out as Johnson slides under the loose puck with 19.3 seconds left in regulation time.
Well, fans don't like that one because they feel that Johnson didn't do anything to
goal of the season scored by number 8, Jan Heda. The assist to number 37, Ryan O'Reilly. And to number 9, Matt Duchesne. Time of the goal, 19:19.
So they're not going to give it to Landeskog right now. The way he reacted, it certainly looked like it was his goal. Heda with a shot as the puck comes to the Avalanche blue line. Here's Klitzup inside his own zone. Tries to jar it out for Nash. Heda picks it off. At center ice, drills it right back in again. Stopped by Mason. As time runs out, and the Jackets, Bob, look like they had this one until the final 40 seconds of play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I said if you kill off that final power play, you should win it. But they did get that pseudo power play with the goaltender going to the bench. And then, as happens so many times, you get traffic in front of the net. You throw the shot there. If it gets through, it's a problem for the goaltender. And that's exactly what Steve Mason just saw. He saw nothing but a man standing in front of him and the puck getting behind him into the back of the net. So now for the first time this season, Blue Jackets going to go to overtime. Good news is they've earned a point. And now they're going to have to play a 5-minute sudden death 4-on-4 situation here with the Avalanche. And, the Avalanche, we talked about their speed. And we've seen it tonight, and now in a 4-on-4 situation, maybe a slight advantage to them as far as having a little bit more ice to utilize your speed, but you know, we'll see. The Blue Jackets are the home team. They're the hungry team for the first win of the year, and believe me, whatever it takes is what they're going to throw at them here in this 5-minute period.
So they've given Haydup the tying goal at the 19-20 mark. At this point, as we're in overtime, we'll go 4-on-4. Jackets last year in overtime were 10-13. They were 5-5 in the 5-minute and 5-8 in the shootout. And the first overtime game of the year for Columbus right now tonight.
Well, that's why they say that sports is the best reality TV you can find, right?
Shots on goal in that, and we talked about it, Bob, to open up the third period. The shots on goal in that third period, 16-1 in favor of Colorado.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's a big problem. But
that's the storyline of the hockey game right now.
I'm talking about that reality TV. Doesn't it figure that the guy that scores game-tying goal, Jan Hayden, in his first game back against his old club?
So it'll be 4-on-4 for 5 minutes. Here comes Antoine Vermette stepping in, protects the puck. Tries to send it to the backside, clips him. Cannot get to it in time in a 2-2 hockey game. Through center ice now. Here's Quincy, tries to hound it down. He's going to work on Feder Tootin. It's kept in again. Trying to step in. O'Reilly by a 1, dances with it. He's going to be taken into the corner by Feder Tootin. Here comes Blitzham again. He's going to wheel by a 1 at his own blue line. Tries to roll it in, cut off. As O'Reilly, he is going to try to send a pass away. Here's Johnson, right in front of his own goal. Varlamov watches off the right shoulder, was beaten once in the third period. Only one shot off the stick of Radek Martinic. Here comes Mathot now. Stastny will try to wedge him along the wall. Here comes Nash, peels back. Airlifted back in again, down that right wing. Carter tries to hustle for Hayden. Will take him off the puck. Through center ice. Controlling is going to be Stastny wide. Looking off that feed from Hayduk. That shot goes astray. Here comes Rick Nash. 2-on-2 through center ice. Nash picks up speed. He's got a 2-point night so far. Goal and assist. He's going to be taken off the puck by Milan Hayduk. Along the trapezoid, deep inside his own zone. 3.5 minutes left in OT. Trying to drive through center ice is Hayden. Here's Duchesne, double backs off the logo at center ice. Tries to pick up speed. Has the puck picked off of his stick by Cam Atkinson. Atkinson will roll it to the Colorado blue line, but no further. Here's Kyle Quincy now. He counterattacks the other way. He's got the jacket line, short hops it to goaltender Mason, who hands it off for Klitzum to his right. Here's Klitzum now, nudges it wide for Cam Atkinson. Tries to drive down, squeezes by 1. Here's Atkins stepping in, fires, lets it go. And that one just wired on the short side and not missing by much. Here's Tootin wide to the far left side. Klitzum again now. As we're going to have an opportunity for Feder Tootin to pinch in, right corner. Here's Tootin again, battling hard. Along the mid-wall, far left side. Paulson cannot handle it. Back we go with Matt Duchesne. 2:40 left in overtime. 4-on-4, protecting the puck is Duchesne. Half circle left side for Johnson. Fires, kick save. Off that short glove side padding of goaltender Mason as he goes down and clears out the padding. Here's Duchesne again, fires it. This one is blocked off in front. 2-2 in overtime. Blue Jackets will bring it back. Trying to freewheel with it is going to be Broussard. Now he tries to charge after it. Losing the stick is Shane O'Brien as it's chopped down by Broussard. Broussard tries to dig it free. O'Reilly, he's going to launch it the other way. Daniel Winnick tries to gain the line and in. Winnick onside, trying to find a man coming late, wide to the far right side. O'Reilly peels up high now, button hooks. Down he goes. Broussard tries to pull it free. Looks for Radek Martinic, 1:55 through center ice, remaining in overtime. Here's Dorsett. He tries to nudge it along, high off that right point from 62 feet, kept in by Martinic. Here's O'Brien. Looking for Hayda again. Both acquisitions in the offseason for Colorado. $1:35 left in overtime. Through center ice. Here it comes, an opportunity for Stastny to dish it in. There's Russell now. He will give it away. Stastny tries to knife it to the goal. There's a pass cleared to center ice beyond the reach of Antoine Vermette. Again, Stastny will hand it off. Here's going to be Eric Johnson. Tries to roll by one. Sends it off in front. The puck is loose. Front step. Jackets are going to bring it back. 2-on-1. Here we go. Game of the line. R.J. Umberger steps in. Fires. Save made. Big time stop by the Avalanche goaltender. Semyon Varlamov is going to make that one. He shuts it down. What an opportunity. Jackets on a 2-on-1.
It was a 2-on-1 quickly turning into a 3-on-1 as Chris Russell was trailing the play and driving toward the top of the slot. Umberger in the left wing circle. He had Antoine Vermette on the right wing side. He had his stick cocked. He was ready to go. If he got the pass, Umberger decides to shoot it himself. And you know what? Why wouldn't you expect a rebound the way that Varlamov battled the puck in the second period? But not this time.
Good point.
He was square to the shot, and that one he just ate up.
Winnick back the other way. He's going to boot scoot in. 1 minute left here. We're in overtime. Here comes Carter back the other way. Tries to navigate the play down low. O'Brien ends up with it. Has to curl back now. Still inside his own zone. Lays it back for Hayda. Hayda will give it up. Here comes Carter now. Fires, and again. Varlamov is there to the glove side to make the save. No rebound given up. And we've got the stoppage with 41 seconds left in overtime.
Sometimes your defensemen bail you out. Sometimes you bail them out. Jan Hayda coughs this one up to Jeff Carter, top of the right wing circle. And Carter not going to pass on an opportunity to shoot the puck. Good, strong shot. Again, it gets above the pads, gets off the arm of Varlamov. All he has to do is absorb the puck into the body and just kind of hunch over, and he's got it taken care of.
In back of the goal, the Avalanche deep inside their own zone. Peeling back is Quincy. Tries to reef it around the wall. Vermette. He's pinned up. To the front of the net is Umberger. Tries to reach for the puck. It's cut off. As the puck laid back by McClement to center ice. 17 seconds left in overtime. 2-2 nail biter. Dandy game here tonight. Big period by the Avalanche in the third period. Shots on goal 33-32. Here we go. Left side and in. Here's Umberger. Going wide right side for Vermette. In the wheelhouse. Fires wide on the glove side. As the siren goes, we'll step out. We're going to the shootout. We'll be right back here in Columbus. This is the Wheeling Island Hotel Casino Blue Jackets Radio Network.
Hey, Columbus, be part of the excitement as the Blue Jackets take the ice at Nationwide Arena.
Then go to sudden death. In sudden death, if one team scores and the other doesn't, the game is over.
Stop, take some time to think, figure out what's important to you. Stop, take some time to think, figure out what's important to you. Stop, take some time to think, figure out what's important to you. Gotta make a serious decision. Stop, take some time to think, figure out what's important to you. Stop, take some time to think, figure out what's important to you. Stop, take some time to think, figure out what's important to you. Gotta make a serious decision. It could be me out there in stage lights. It could be me on the TV in your living room. It could be me just sitting.
George Matthews, Bob McElligott, game host Mark Wine with you. We are going to our first overtime shootout this season. Last year, the Jackets in the shootout were 5-8, 10-13 overall in overtime. We'll see who they send off the bench. Big third period in overtime for Colorado. Bob, the Jackets do capitalize. Varlamov was beaten in the one shot in the third period, but it was a strong period by the Avalanche that third period.
Well, it was a huge period for the Avalanche when they kept the puck, for the most part, put down inside of the Blue Jacket zone and just shot after shot, chance after chance, and Steve Mason able to turn them away. Mason giving up the tying goal with the extra attacker on, and puck that makes it through a crowd in front, and then each team with 2 shots in the overtime period can't find a way to bury it. And Varlamov makes 2 big saves in that period. Now the question is which goaltender is going to step up and do the job in the shootout. Of course, it's best of 3 here. I think the Blue Jackets have a little bit better selection when it comes to the shootout this year than they did last year.
And they've had in the past.
Yeah, when you put a guy like Jeff Carter in there, that gives you, I would think that would give you another good weapon when it comes to the shootout.
Landeskog has been given credit now for the tying goal for the Avalanche at the 19-20 mark of the third period. His first. Hayda still in the mix with an assist, and O'Reilly as well. So it's Landeskog, his first pro goal, tying it up at 2-apiece at 19-20. Hayda and O'Reilly with the assists. Nash to our left. Varlamov to our right. Nash, 2-point night tonight. He's got a couple of goals early in the season. 5 points as well overall. He circles in front of his own goaltender. Gathers up speed. The puck's on the dot. And here we go. Center drive. Wide right side is Nash. He's in the forehand. Sweeps up top of the left circle. Stick handles. Fires. Scores! Rick Nash will cash in. And the Jackets lead in the shootout 2-1. Or rather, 1-0.
Good job by Rick Nash. Angling left, then cutting back to his right once he got below the hash marks, and he just goes with a backhand to the glove side of Semyon Varlamov.
Here's Milan Hajduk, 11 times a 20-goal scorer, pure sniper. Here he comes, middle drive, top of the circles, fires, scores! Hajduk. So we're tied at 1. As he beats goaltender Mason to the stick side.
Well, this is just simple old forehand shot from the hash marks. Decided to go upstairs on Steve Mason. Gets the job done on him right there.
Here's Vinny Prospal. The 2 goals in the season. Sweeps up high off the right wing. Top of the right circle, stick handles, fires, save made. Semyon Varlamov will make the save. And so we've got Prospal being shut down.
Well, that one just right into the belly as Prospal came off the top of the right wing circle. Decides to go forehand. Wanted to see if he could find an opening between the pads. Didn't find one, so now Matt Duchesne will take a chance.
Duchesne, no goals in the season so far. Steps in, has the goaltender down, scores. Matt Duchesne is going to beat goaltender Mason to the glove side, it looks like. As we take a look at the replay, he's about 30 feet away. Fires it through the 5-hole of Mason, opens him up.
Well, it was a head fake that opened him up, though. He faked the shot, and that got Steve Mason to open up just a little bit. Now Jeff Carter has to score to keep it going.
This guy is the 5th leading scorer in the league in the last 3 years. Steps in, fires, save made. And the Avalanche are going to win it in the overtime shootout here tonight by the score of 3-2. Semyon Varlamov will shut that blocker side down. Carter tried to bury it on the stick side. And the Avalanche, with a late third period goal with 20 seconds left, will tie this up and take it into overtime, where they will take it to the overtime shootout and win it by the overtime shootout score of 2-1. So the Jackets tonight lose in the overtime shootout by the score of 3-2. We'll be back with our White Castle post-game show in just a moment. This is the Wheeling Island Hotel Casino Blue Jackets Radio Network.